Hello guys. Now, I thought it was a good time to give an update on the tomatoes. So, the tomatoes in my greenhouse, as you remember, here they are, the 7 ladies, and they have grown very nice and tall, and they are in need of some support, especially this one here, Verdana. So it is time to make the strings. So I'm planning to make some strings from right here all the way to that point and to that point, and then from down it'll go to each tomato. So I was out buying something like this. So it's just yeah, some thread made of plants, so that will be very fine for this case. I were initially going to take maybe some nylon threading or something like that. I didn't really want to give the chance to maybe damage the plants. And plus, on the same side, when everything is going to be thrown out when they're finished, I could just take the whole plant and not throw some nylon threading into the dumpster and so on. So it would just be organic, everything. So for here, I will be showing my small pruning, where I'll take off the small suckers that's growing on the plant and some of the leaves, and at the same time install these ones. So they will be installed up here, and they will support so they can grow up nice and tall. Time for the threading. And they will just go up here like so. So yeah, I'm thinking that this here is the easiest and actually just the easiest way to do it. I were thinking to use maybe some rods and so on, but you know what? Nice and tight. So now I will just take the thread and just go from to top and all the way down to the bottom. And I'm only expecting that my tomato plants are going to be maybe this height here, and then I won't prune or anything more else. Or actually, maybe I'll just let them do as they want when they get up to this height, just to see what happens. Because I have seen some quite few videos where people, they have tomato plants that are several meters long, and it's just, I must say, I am a little jealous when I see those ones. But those videos, they are from companies where they are specialized in this kind of stuff. And that is not the case in my area. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll just cut one for each plant, so we have the same length, even though it probably doesn't really matter, but who cares? So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6. And now the last one, number 7. And actually, while I was looking at the tomato plants at the same time when I was hanging up this thread here, I could see that there are actually quite a lot of suckers on the plants. And if you don't know what the suckers are, I will show you here in a bit when we have installed all the threads. So, but yeah, the suckers, they are the small branches that is going between this main stem and then the leaf stem. So when you have the plant, you say this is the main stem, this is the leaf. So this small shooter here in between these two are the sucker that has to be removed. So that's just the easiest way to say it. And we will just take it around the plant. So I'll just take it around the plant. because they are getting a little heavy, so it should help them quite a lot. There we go. And then this one goes a little more to the side, so she is nice and straight. Perfect. It is the same with the other. We just go again, just down and between, so that she can be pulled up nice and tight and carry all the weight from hopefully all the tomatoes that she's gonna produce. There we go. Looking very nice. Then to the third. So now Frederik and has gotten their threads, and now it's Sif. And I must say that the stems on these three here, they are looking very nice. Nice, thick and strong. There we go. Just a little more tight. And now it's Judun's turn. She is a little smaller, but that is alright as long as she can just behave nicely and produce some nice tomatoes. Perfect. Now it's Ud's turn. Look at that. So now we are going to that in. Nicely. Now the last one. She has flowers. So that's a skull. Nicely. And the stem on her is very thick also. You know what, I'll just cut the bottom off here. There's no reason for the thread to be this long. I could see that most people, when they do this, they make a small knot in the bottom of the plant. But I am not doing that. Maybe I should. Maybe it would be a nice idea. Now all of the ladies has their own thread to keep them tight. Maybe I should make a small knot in the bottom. Anyway, so the ones I was talking about, the small suckers. So something like this one down here in the bottom. Off with that. And the same with this one here in the middle. Off. And off. You know what, we'll take both off. Like so. And actually also this one. And then just go to the suckers. Yeah. Most of these suckers, they can just be pinched off. Like so. Because what these ones are doing is just they are stealing nutrients from the plant and prevent nice growth to everything else. So off, off, off. This one here, and then this one, and that one. Yeah, I'm guessing that I'm doing it correctly, but if you are certain that I'm doing it incorrectly, please type in the comments if there's an issue, or if you maybe have a better idea to do this. But yeah, this here has worked for me every time. But it is always nice to learn something new that can correct me. There we go. Another little sucker. Yeah, the smaller plants here, I'm keeping some of the lower leaves because I want them to have some more sunlight on them. They have been using most of the time to grow all the roots since I buried them. So should still be fine to cut all these. And so this here is the last one. So that's skull. I will take that one, and I will take that one. And then there's a sucker down here. And yeah, I'll keep that one for now. I can see that she has to be tied a little bit more up. But yeah, now they're looking a little more fresh. You know what? I will just make a small knot here in the bottom because I can see that they are loosening themselves a little bit. And I don't want that. They need to be hanging this straight line that I mentioned. So I'm hoping that this small tight knot here won't restrict all the water flow and so on up to through the stem. So now I'll just take the quick cleanup here from all of the tomatoes that I cut off. I could just be laying them around and so on, but I like to have the soil nicely exposed and all that. Even though that it is making more water to evaporate, I think. And it would surely help with all these small sprouts that's coming from another weeds and so on. But it's fine. Look at that. Now all of them has been tightened up so they can start growing in a straight line. I think this small nut down here, it isn't completely tight around each plant, but maybe it is a little too tight. We'll see. Other than that, this one here has started to bloom some flowers, and I can see that Sif has also started to make some flowers, and actually also Fridge. Nicely. You know what? I can actually see that each of every one of them has started to make some flowers. That's quite nice. Nicely. Oh yeah, let me show you this over here. I got myself a wine stock. So say hello to Sue. So this here is a wine stock that should produce closer to dates. So same taste and same shape, but of course it isn't dates. So the idea is that she will grow on each different direction, and then just cover the whole room in here, all the way up to the top of the greenhouse. So that'll be very nice when that is happening in some few years. Hi, Frederik. Yeah. Yeah, he just wants to say hello as well. Ooh. Yeah. Can you say hello to the guys? Oh, this is just too comforting, this here. It's a nice belly rub. Oh yes. Anyway, so thanks for today. And as you can see, it is going very nicely with the tomatoes. I think next time I will update about these girls is when they have started to make the tomatoes itself. So we can see to that point. Other than that, thanks for watching, and have a nice day and all that good stuff. See ya!